Sorry, that was me spitting venom for a second. I was hissing. Sorry, I think I saw a rat or something, or like a bird. I think some kind of varmint ran across the screen. I had to hiss at it. Sorry, I'm gonna take a drink because I'm gonna level with you. This is. I tend to use the word relaxing when I don't know if that is necessarily like a shorthand for lax per se. But this is Thursday. You're right. And this is a proud Thursday tradition we have been holding up. And when I say that, what I'm talking about Sorry. When I say that, what I'm talking about is a little show on stream we used to do called the Nintendo Switch Kick the Bucket Countdown. And we would do that to gear up for the release of the Nintendo Switch 2. And we didn't know when that release date was. We just kept playing different Switch games every week until either the console would come out or we would run out of games. And that ran for 38 weeks in totality. And then we did get the release of the Nintendo Switch 2. And I thought, since this is a new console and there's a lot of games I want to play, but maybe we should keep this centralized. I thought that Thursday should continue to be the Nintendo Switch day, but this time moving on to the Nintendo Switch 2. So in that way, Thursday has thus become the day where we just play different Switch 2 games. And that technically counts for Switch games that are on the Switch 2. But I also had another present thought. A second present thought. Multiple at once, if you can believe it. We just saw, yesterday, the first elimination from the Total Tomodachi Island weekly program. And it was, spoilers for that stream, Will Turner from Lego Pirates of the Caribbean. And I am still playing that game. Like, actively, when I come back on Monday, I will be playing that game. I have 2 streams left in the tank, I believe. I think I can fully 100% the game at that point. Because the idea I had is like, well, if we have an open slot at any point, maybe each week we should go back to these individual games. Because a lot of, if not all of the characters on Total Tomodachi Island come from different BH Ultra stream series or just BH Ultra live streams, a lot of which we haven't gone back to. You'll notice, however, the lead-in to Tomodachi was the final season finale of the Ultraverse, where all of these same stream characters were pit against each other in gladiatorial combat. And 7 of them did not make it on to the islands. Some of those were series I'd already completed, like my Fire Red 1 Pokemon Squirtle challenge. That one Super Empire Strikes Back game I played one time in 2022 that resulted in a character, Starfield, and then the Tekken character ended up winning that match. But the most famous loser that wasn't a one-off wrestler or a one-off stream was, of course, the multi-time decorated champion Igor Simp. And through the lineage of BH Ultra Live, I have been live streaming for 6 years now. It's crazy to think about that. It really is just like a surreal feeling altogether. That has sort of become a stream mascot in a way, because not only had we played it in 2020, and then a little bit in 21, but the first ever finished February in 2022, we decided to go back to Penn Island and try and fix it up a little bit. We never went back in 23, although Igor Sim did become a wrestling character at that point, and became a wrestling character in the earliest permutation of that universe mode show, which we did for the channel, and that was in 2021. So really, Igor Simp has been a pervasive topic ever since. And then in 2024, for the Nintendo Switch Kick the Bucket Countdown, we one day randomly decided, you know what, let's play Animal Crossing New Horizons. That's a Nintendo Switch game. And got so hooked on the Penn Island Restoration Project that it became a permanent fixture of all of those Kick the Bucket Countdown streams. Where at the end of every stream, we would dedicate like 20 or so minutes, to the point where now technically this is the 24th time I have streamed Animal Crossing New Horizons. You want to know what games I have streamed more than 24 times? Because I'm looking at the list of all the ones I did in order. Pokemon Sword and Shield combined only got to 22. Which games made it to the 20s? I'm scrolling down in a really roundabout way. Grand Theft Auto Online, I streamed 30 times so far, and there's still like, what, six more GTA weeklies? That can't be right. Is it really 6? No, it would have to be like 12. Currently, the only game games, I have streamed more than Animal Crossing, at least on multiple separate days. We're not really going off of time because we will get to that in a second. 30 streams in Grand Theft Auto Online. Ooh, Legends Arceus got close with 21 streams. Super Smash Bros. Brawl at 20. Going down the lineage of these streams. I've streamed Pokemon Scarlet, just Scarlet by itself, 30 distinct times. So that means on the next GTA stream that it'll surpass. I think that will make GTA the game I have streamed the most amount of distinct times, probably the most amount of hours as well. I don't know if anything else even broke 20. I feel like for the most part, I've been trying to keep stuff around 11 and starting a bunch of new series. Some are getting close. I mean, WWE 2K24 got to 15. But still nothing. Even Astrobot is only 9. Indiana Jones was only 9. A lot of these are one-offs. Mario Kart World, 10 times. Donkey Kong Bonanza, 15. Legend ZA, 13. What I'm getting at is that rivaled only by Pokemon Scarlet and Grand Theft Auto Online, and those are long-spanning series. Animal Crossing New Horizons has sort of been a permanent fixture of these streams because I started streaming right before spring 2020, in like late February. About a month before Animal Crossing New Horizons came out. Meaning that midnight release, the midnight release of that game that is featured inside that Smash Bros. Video, that final Smash Bros. Video on Smash Bros. Ultimate, kicked off with that because that was my 3rd or 4th ever stream, the midnight release of Animal Crossing New Horizons. But while we're calculating streams, I think I have that chart open to be like, oh, this is the amount of times I've streamed this game. But for a game like Animal Crossing, the numbers are a little skewed because a lot of those quote-unquote streams or times I've streamed it were like 15 to 20 minutes. I think it's probably better. Ignore this. This isn't even accurate anymore. It's probably better to base this off of play time as opposed to the amount of times I played. So I wanted to figure this out last time I played the Switch 2 in a grab bag format, and we didn't quite figure it out. But since then, I have nailed down the numbers, because technically what we're playing today is the Nintendo Switch 2 edition, making it technically a Nintendo Switch 2 game. And you'll notice games like Tears of the Kingdom and Kirby and the Forgotten Land and Animal Crossing and Mario Wonder have a lot more hours than I have streamed the Switch 2 edition. That is just the amount of time I have streamed that game in its totality. And I believe the last time, was it last week when I played Legend ZA? Maybe it was the week before that. I thought, you know what, I haven't been back to ZA in a while. And you know, we will go back to ZA if Arceus or if AZ Senior gets eliminated from the island. But I wanted to crunch the numbers. These are 25 Nintendo Switch 2 exclusives. Technically. The order I played them in, sort of the order they came out. And we are how many weeks away? I wish I had my whiteboard over here right now. I wish I had my white boy present. But I can actually look at my Google Calendar right now, which is April 30th, May 7th, May 14th. Okay, so 3 more not counting today. Not counting today, my broke ass haven't played ZA at all. Dude, if you want to pull the broke card, I could just tell you I'm terrible with money because I bought that DLC. Does the hour count include the Switch 1 versions? Yes. Oh, okay, well then Jamboree is wrong. That's a good point. I hadn't thought about it like that. Well, I did think about it like that, but I just didn't think about it for Jamboree because I didn't care about Jamboree. All right, well, this is good. This means we could open up the BH Ultra Turbo YouTube channel. What a reservoir for live streams it is. I'll be honest. I knew that I didn't need a cam for this, and I'm actually going to my baby sister's birthday after stream, about an hour after, so give me time to like shower and prepare. So I didn't do any of my preparing yet, so I feel fucking disgusting. I rolled out of bed, no shower, I'm barely dressed. I don't know. Listen, I know people have different skin and different hair. I don't get how people don't shower every day. I feel fucking disgusting whenever I don't. But honestly, I think maybe I sweat a lot in my sleep. I just gotta get rid of this hair. I gotta bite the bullet. Let me look at my Jamboree list. Oh, it's because I spelled it wrong. Well, okay, so the first Jamboree stream was what? 3 hours? Okay, so 3 hours of that. That's perfect. Luckily, I don't have the Photoshop document open, but I can open it up right now. So it should be 3.5. You're right, Twitch chatter, Fedalicious. I would like to apologize yesterday. I don't often get frustrated about video games. Like, I like to pride myself on, like, I would never rage. That's childish. But I do realize that I have some sort of, like, for lack of a better term, autistic response to, like, plans not going well. Like, whenever I have something thoroughly planned out and then something goes a little bit awry, my body just reacts negatively, and I think that it came out in how frustrated I was getting at Total Tomodachi Island. I really wanted that show to go well. I actually don't hate that game. And not that it matters, but I'm a little embarrassed about how I acted. But you know what? That's the past, and right now we're living in the future. And the future is all of these games. Look at all these games. I didn't have the forethought to put them in order, but I can tell you right now, squarely in the middle, we have 60.5 hours in Pokemon Legends ZA. So probably we won't be going back to that for a very, very long while. What I wanted to do instead was before we come up on the year anniversary of the Switch 2, because once Yoshi and the Mysterious Book comes out, that's going to be our stream series for a while. The same could have been said about Pokopia and Mario Tennis Fever. I wish I dedicated more time to all those games, because I put 11 hours in Metroid Prime 4. I don't even remember doing that. But if it says 0.5, that means it's half an hour. So right now, the leaderboard is 60.5 hours in Pokemon Legends ZA. 43 hours in Tears of the Kingdom Switch 2 Edition. I believe 35 hours in Donkey Kong Bonanza. No. Yeah. 24.5. No, sorry, 27 in Mario Wonder Switch 2 Edition. Then 24.5 hours in Kirby Air Riders. And 21.5 hours in Mario Kart World. And you'll see what I mean by this. I just said, like, oh, I have streamed Animal Crossing 22 distinct times. And still, in the grand scheme of time, if we placed every second I played the game on stream in front of the other games, I technically played Animal Crossing New Horizons less than Donkey Kong Bonanza, less than Tears of the Kingdom, less than Mario Wonder, less than Kirby Air Riders, less than Mario Kart World. The rest of these are like single digits. I guess Metroid Prime broke the double digits, but only 11. Very, very barely. There's a lot of these I would love to go back to. My goal, if we're just capping out Legends ZA for now, and that is at 60.5, our goal would then be to get all the other games up to that same hour mark, which I don't even know if that's possible. What did I say? 3 more streams? If I, like, dedicate the next 3 streams, each 3 hours, to playing Donkey Kong Bonanza, that would still only get me to 44. That's still... Okay, that would put it above Tears of the Kingdom. The question is that worth doing? Some of these games just aren't even that long. And I haven't decided necessarily which ones I would like to go back to. Although, you know, Pokopia and Mario Tennis are pretty recent. I think it'd be fair to balance out Mario Tennis and Pokopia. Except if we're continuing to do this format, as I can record something over the rest of April, because I built an entire set for a video, and okay, Crack isn't moving. His slack-jawed stare. Got that Gen Z stare. Did the Gen Z stare thing seriously come from, like, older generations just looking at retail workers? Okay, it's not responding. Can I force close this? Can I foreclose your home? Speaking of foreclosing your home, we're playing Animal Crossing. Okay, ignore that. Animal Crossing New Horizons Switch 2 Edition. I'll be honest. I think I already was honest. You know what? I've been honest with you enough. Let's play the video game. Let's check back in with everyone, because we haven't in, I guess, since the Nintendo Switch 2 version came out, which was in January, I believe. Why? I need to back away from this computer. Can I, like, stand up? Because I don't get this hot when I'm just streaming on the couch. It's by the computer. What if I crack a window? Crack. Okay, it's also hot outside, so that was a bad idea. Maybe it's because I had to move around the room a lot. Now I don't got my fan on me. Surely I could find a way. Hold on. Kat, you're in charge of the stream. Don't say anything that's going to get me in trouble with the fandom. All right. As long as you... I'm going to turn that down, actually. It seems loud. I've been putting together for hours upon hours and days this other video, and everything... Like, the set is pristine, but everything else is a mess. My room's a mess. I'm a mess. The H in BH Ultra stands for honest. And the B stands for... By honest. As in honest some of the time. Well, that's not what bi means. It means honest 2 of the times. Right now on Penn Island, it's 1:22 p.m. on Thursday, April 23rd, 2026. Everyone say happy birthday, Molly. Brutally honest. The B stands for brutal moose, and the H stands for hidden block. Eat bop rubber pancake. The loveliest of lovely days. Honestly, Isabel, I'm here to take a vacation. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. I guess I didn't really finish my point, ultimately. And here it is. I'm feeling it, brother. Right. My ultimate point, my brutally honest point, was that with the season finale of the Ultraverse, leading in to Total Tomodachi Island. Those are really the only times over the next couple months. I mean, all throughout, basically until September. I don't know what we're going to do after that. But throughout the summer, for several months, for the rest of the year, we aren't going to be getting any more premium live events. We aren't going to be getting any more Ultraverses. So that means that anyone who isn't on Total Tomodachi Island just won't be featured on the streams at all. And I really don't have a reason to go back to Animal Crossing New Horizons ever again after this. I mean, we have simulation games now like Pokopia and like Tomodachi that's really pushing Animal Crossing behind and out of the way. All of that to say, Igor Simp has been a very integral character to the streams, but Igor Simp isn't on the island, and Igor Simp doesn't have a place to compete anymore. So this is not a send-off per se, because I never like to close a door outright and say, we're never going to go back to this thing. Because I did that with Pokemon Scarlet, and every day I'm like, oh, I wish I didn't say that outright, because now GTA is beating it. I only have so many days to dedicate to streaming. And I thought, what better way, what better time than to, in a way, send Igor Simp off triumphantly. Let's check our mail. Okay, the Bank of Nook. Is the bank good? Nintendo. It's been 25 years since 4/14/01. It was said, better than 1 is 2, better than 2 is 4, and better than 4 is many. And there are so many of you now. Thank you. Enjoy your island your way. So it's 25 years since the release of Animal Crossing in North America? Because Animal Forest was on the Nintendo 64 disk drive. Cherry blossom petals dance upon the wind like some kind of bizarre battalion of breeze ballerinas. A smile graces my face as I watch the petals fall. All is well until... Achoo. So... If I read in a car, I always end up wanting to hork? What? Ew. Always. Once upon a time, and there's my lunch. Right where it doesn't belong. But chewing gum doesn't totally help. Your humble horker, Audie. How about you never say that to me in the office ever again? So what is inside this Nintendo present? A leaf statue. Damn it, the leaf bottom. Mom's tissue box. Everyone's constantly gifting me tissue boxes. Alright, what does the leaf statue look like? Oh. What a send-off to New Horizons is. This new leaf. Alright. It really does kind of fucking just block everything. I imagine I was probably doing something with all these materials. But let's give the rundown of Penn Island. Because Penn Island didn't used to always look like this. It was a lot more disgusting. It included multiple members of the channel all having their own little square. And since then, time has changed. We have the golden rabbit. We have the frozen snowman. We have all these different roses gifted by the chat. If you guys would wish to visit Penn Island as well, we could do that. We have this new leaf. Oh, it's a light. I think we'll keep it illuminated. Time to water my carrots. So you'll notice by now, like that of a substitute teacher who is hungover and rolls out a TV, if I'm low on energy, they say low on E, I believe is the term, and don't necessarily have a plan and am tired, because I'll be honest, the cats have this one little ball that jingles when they play with it, and they normally like aren't that super interested in it, but for whatever reason last night at 4 a.m. they were incredibly interested in it, and they were knocking a lot of stuff over upstairs, or they were just throwing their full weight on the floor and slamming on the ground. But I'm still a proud cat dad. My point being, put this stream on for your commute. Look at the screen while you're driving. Do not look at the road. How dare you, if you're gonna watch the stream while you're driving, how dare you not look directly at the screen? What, you mean the road is more important than me? You know how disrespectful that is? I gotta fill out my Bugopedia. Honestly, if my goal in Stardew, and I do still want to play Stardew for a friend slop whenever the Stardew update comes out. I think that's the biggest issue, or the one that's been plaguing me as of late, when it comes to these hypothetical countdowns, you know? Oh, we're playing all these games leading up to this thing. Played all of Link's Awakening so we could play Echoes of Wisdom, and then we played Echoes of Wisdom like one time. Playing GTA 5 every other week until the release of a game that might not even come out. And of course, playing a different Switch game every week before the inevitable release of this Nintendo Switch 2, or the successor console, which we didn't know the name of, and we didn't even know, like, if or when it was coming out. I had just assumed because it had been 7 years. And that could apply to a lot of games. At any point, I could just say, like, oh, I'm gonna do this weekly until this thing comes out, right? And that's the issue we've faced with Grand Theft Auto Online Weekly. However, I do enjoy playing Grand Theft Auto Online every other week, because now I can achieve my goal. I just ultimately, I like having a due date. I know how often I complain about time and ticking clocks, but the truth of the matter is, while I'm working myself to the bone, I work well under pressure, because I can put a lot of pressure on myself. I started doing, yeah, Mom, the internet, you know, all this different internet stuff, YouTube, Twitch, whatever. A lost item. Immediately out of high school. And high school, I didn't like it, but it was a system, right? You have a schedule. I've always been a schedule-oriented person, as you guys know about the everything about me. And I don't do well when the schedule doesn't work. And that's why yesterday I was getting kind of overwhelmed, because I did have to record that day. And the stream was running long. But I do like to have that ticking clock, because if these videos that I'm working on didn't have a due date, they would never get done at all. That's what I tell myself at the very least. I'm not entirely sure how true it is. I've never tried doing that thing that YouTubers do, where they just work on a video every day and then they just release it when it's done. I've never been one to do that. I would like to. I feel like maybe I should. Within the new year, I should consider it. The issue is that I keep making videos be anniversaries. Like, oh, I need to release this now because it's the anniversary of this thing. So on and so forth. But the fact of the matter is, the audience doesn't really care. I'm really the only one who cares about, like, oh, this video has to come out this day specifically. Did anyone care that the Smash video came out that specific day? I mean, it was a day late, but there's only so much I can do about that. This is the game room, by the way. Do I have a... Nope. Alright, you're gonna keep floating on, brother. So, when it comes to video... Oh, hi, Caden. When it comes to videos, when it comes to streams, I like having that ticking clock. Because then I know how many weeks I have to do something, right? I gave myself 11 streams to play Lego Pirates. Technically, I could do as many as I want. I need to make a shovel. But... I'm just going to keep running. But... I like having those 11 streams so that I'm like, okay, I have this amount of streams, this many streams, to 100% this game. And I'm going to crush the roach. Can I build a shovel? What do I need for shovel? Shovel. So I need a flimsy shovel for that. Flimsy shovel, hardwood. Do I not have more hardwood? I probably, like, sold all of it. Like an idiot. Okay, hold on. Let me check my storage. Any hardwood? Is there any hardwood I should know about? Not just fucking regular wood. Alright, well, we know where to find some. We gotta go down the way we can. But the purpose of these countdowns is to build up to something, right? And I would love to do playing the Dark Souls games leading up to Dustbloods, playing the Castlevania games leading up to Castlevania, playing a bunch of Valve games leading up to the release of the new Valve console. I think there was another thing, but I forgot what it was. We seem to have dropped the threads, right? Because if we're following... I'm so excited for Dustblood. See, this is the thing, though, right? I understand that this is, speculative. And there's this argument that specifically, like, Nintendo fans are very, you know... that big guy at the end of the table being like, oh, I'm gonna starve. Being very greedy. Because, on average, if you actually look at the timeline, Nintendo releases games pretty consistently. And that's fine. I just like knowing the release dates, and I don't want them to rush the game. And I don't even know if I'm necessarily excited for Dustbloods because it does seem to be primarily an online-centric game. I'll give it a shot like I will every other Switch 2 exclusive. You know, gotta give them all their fair shake. But I would like to go through those games. Obviously, it'll take way longer than the amount of time I have allotted myself. But I like to know that date so I can say, like, okay, this comes out July something. This means I have 18 weeks or so to do this series. You know, I like having that. I like knowing the amount of streams I have to do something so I can space it out a little bit. But again, it would make more sense to do it the way that people do their YouTube videos, which is just freeform. Hey, it's done when it's done. I'm gonna play what I want. And I understand that. But on days where I have podcasts on Tuesday, and I have dedicated Thursday to being the Nintendo day. And now every Wednesday is going to be Total Tomodachi Island. I really just have those Mondays. And I have, I believe, 3 more Mondays until I go on my little break and then I come back. And when I come back, I will begin anew with Lego Batman and with Yoshi and the Mysterious Book. So that gives me 3 more Mondays. 2 of those Mondays are going to be Lego Pirates. The Monday between them, I really don't know. That's my only free day. The thing about making these tough schedules is that I don't really have the luxury of that free day, but there's a lot I would like to do. I just went back through my list of games I've streamed and realized, wait, I actually do like Super Smash Bros. Brawl. I think Lego Batman is a must-get for me. Yeah. I mean, I've built it up for this long, I may as well. I had something planned for it, but I really... Don't move. I got 6 more slots, make it count. I really haven't been catching bugs as much. Ah, the locusts. Pestilence and famine. They locked the pharaoh in his tomb and he brought them nothing but saccharine pestilence. Alright, we gotta get that hardwood I was talking about, but I'm cleaning up the island a little bit. This is your Penn Island restoration project. I really thought I would get over this and it would be like allergies or something, but I've been waking up congested. Who the fuck are you? Hey, my name is Dizzy. Do you live here? I'm hunkered down on this island today in full vacation mode. I'll be exploring today, so say hi if you see me again. If I look lost, it's probably because I'm lost. And who are you? Hey, are you from around here? Nice, I'm Tad, traveler and personal trainer at your service. Was I giving off pro vibes or what? Because I'm just an amateur traveler, but I take fitness super seriously. Find me if you want to lift weights. Go for, well, listen, we already have a jock on our islands. There's no competition. Our little wrestling circle. Brother saying I woke up stuffed noses. Yeah, but it's been happening basically every day since Thanksgiving. I think I'm getting wife withdrawals. Because it wasn't happening when I was at her place, which means that it is something to do with my house. And I deep cleaned this place because we had visitors, I think last weekend. And I, like, dusted everything, I vacuumed, I used all of my wipes to wipe down every surface, and still nothing. There is one possibility that I don't want to consider. Godzilla at the wrestling ring is hype. Yeah, I just wanted to have my own... Ah, Little Japan. And there's the Ferris wheel. Penn Island has everything. Except for roads, really. I liked keeping the open field area. I guess we do still have an open area here. I think I wanted the wrestling stadium to be a little bigger, but we never really got those bleachers. So there's some holes all around here. Oh, everyone's hanging out in town. There's Monty and Kit and Poncho. Have our little music station. The tourists are interacting. Hey, tell your friends. And grab more weeds. I think there was a point I was making. Oh yeah, just the ticking clock of it all. But the thing is, if that was as much of an issue, maybe I wouldn't have dedicated 3 hours today to just faffing about in Animal Crossing New Horizons. I did not mean to do that. I'm a sentimental man, and I'm going to miss Igor Simp. And I just wanted to get one last look, even though, you know, they're currently under the Pharaoh's curse right now. Put on the slab. Or suffer my Kirk. Okay, there are walkways sometimes. I'm really proud of the way Penn Island ended up. It's still a little barren. We could definitely add a lot more, but I don't know if we have the hours to put into it. Crunching the numbers here. If we wanted Animal Crossing to reach the same amount of, like, Pokemon Legends ZA. Pokemon Legends ZA is the pinnacle, right? It's the most we've streamed any of these games, just because all of those streams were double length for Poke Month. That would require, well, it would be 25 by the end of this, right? So 60 minus 25 would be 35. And I guess 0.5. So 33, or 3 and 11 is 33. So like 12? Give or take 12 more streams of this, which is an absurd amount to do. I'm really just sort of deciding, like, oh man, if we are, in fact, 20, we're 25 and a half hours away from Bonanza getting to ZA. What if we just lock in one day and you're like, you know what, fuck it. 24-hour live stream. I should do that the day before rent is due. As like a... What do they call them? A telethon? Oh, wasp nest. Great. Some of these trees aren't... Do I have to water them? Is that on me? Oh, there's a stick over here. A 4-day-old stick of the woods. 2 more slots to make it count. There's still so much I haven't done in this game. People talk about these simulation games or these rent subathon. Yeah, but like, listen, no offense to the chatters. Everyone's in a tough spot right now. Sounds mentally taxing. Yeah, but you know me, I'm always mentally taxed. The only thing that makes me not want to do it isn't anything to do with, like, actually holding up the stream. It's more so that, like, I like having all the streams archived very cleanly. I like, if I stream one time, I like it to make up one stream in a playlist. And I could go back and watch that playlist and be like, okay, this is the archive. But YouTube has a 12-hour upload limit, which means that if you stream longer than 12 hours, it will only save the first, like, 11 hours and 50 minutes of the VOD. So say if I suppose we could just title them, like, day 1, day 2, because you guys know this, I like counting the individual streams. Like, right now, this is, I know it off the top of my head, I'm looking at it right now, it's written under my eyelids. Sorry, I'm just trying to strategically close my eyes so that I can see it under my eyelids right now. Like, right now, this is stream number 949. We're like 51 away from 1,000 streams. Alright, you win this one. So it's not even mentally taxing, I like having that archive. And I like having this archive as well. It's gonna be hard for any hypothetical editor to find 9 minutes of entertainment. But if we get real meta with it, we could say, hey, include this bit here. Put lasers on screen. Pew, pew, pew. There's lasers jumping across the screen. Whoa. Whoa, watch out for the lasers. See, that's entertaining right there. And somebody has to do it. Let's learn a little bit about this hypothetical editor. You don't say anything, but just on screen, what's your favorite video game? Okay, now, get that shit off my screen. Okay, now, what's your favorite movie? That's your favorite movie? Like, it's okay, but your favorite movie? Out of all of them, that's your favorite movie. Alright. What about TV show? You like TV? Editor, put your favorite TV show on screen. I know why you like that show. You're a sick fucking freak, you know that? I'm just trying to fish, quite honestly. Oh, got him. See, we could farm clips. Once I have become a lot more relaxed. You'll notice before that I was really pushing the everything about streams. But since I've hit the pattern, the rhythm of just like, oh, we just need like really 9-minute stream edits because there's so many streams. It became a lot less taxing on me because I'm like, I could statistically just by saying bullshit, I'll say something worth saying over 9 minutes of 3 hours. That's really what we're looking for. And that's just the minimum. The sky's the limit. Oh, right. MySpace. Wait. Drop it. Why did you mention MySpace? I still need more hardwood. That's the reason I came down here. Right, I need to whack it if I want to actually get... Okay, well, I have an axe. And my axe. Pick up sticks. Okay. Please don't... Okay. None of those are hardwood. Wait. Nope. No hardwood? What do I even have these trees for? Oh, hardwood! I needed like 5 pieces, right? I heard a noise. Oh, there's a bug, a little bug. A measly little bug. Okay, don't move. Okay, he already moved. Wait. Okay. Clearly with the camera angle I'm being given here, I can't quite. Any hardwood? Hey, do we got any hardwood in the audience tonight? It's a really inefficient way. Okay, hardwood. Is this enough to make a shovel? Do I even have the space to... Okay, so I can pick up these other ones. I wish that... Now I'm so, like, Pokopia brain. I wish that I had the Ditto vacuum where I could just suck everything up. I think you had 2 already, but worth it to get 5 just in case. Yeah. Because I need to make a shovel. That shovel. Okay. Sometimes you gotta look inside the walls to see if you're missing something. The scarecrows are guarding it. And that's really Penn Island. That's all the island has. We have our little reservoir. We should be not farming clips, but farming photo opportunities with all the island. I'll talk back with the islanders again. But for right now, actually, I got a bunch of stuff burning a hole in my inventory. Burning a hole in my hole. I'm gonna see if I can donate anything. Woo! Who asked? Igor Simp. Welcome to the Penn Island Museum. How may I be of service? You never know, this could be... This very well could just be the last time we ever see Igor Simp, the last time we ever see Penn Island. Because again, it's up there in hours, although it is less hours than everything else. This is for my personal collection. Okay, what in my inventory can I currently donate? Because I don't think I've ever donated like a fish or a bug. Nothing on your person we could take at this time. Okay, well that means I could just sell everything. So that means all the fish and bugs I got, we already got. I should actually look through the museum. And I will. What were the fossils we got? I think I wanted to keep the fossils. Oh, but they might be ones we already have. Well, let's go in here and sell all of our garbage. You know, useless garbage lying around being useless. Anything in here that piques my interest. I guess, like, since we did the actual restoration project, we could focus on maybe... I'm sure there are ways to, like, better the island monetarily. Do I need the sticks? Bag of weed, everything better with a bag of weed. Everything better with a bag of weed. Okay, so... Yeah, the rest we can keep, probably. Yeah, here's my garbage. It better be worth 100,000 clams. I'll take that. You drive a hard bargain, but you made yourself a deal. Subway check, did you lift yourself and post ban? No, I haven't been ever since. Yeah, what's an appropriate amount of time to wait before I can go back there? The thing is, like, now I'm in, like, a stalemate a little bit, where now they know me, right? They know my voice. And if I go back after not going for, like, a month, they're definitely gonna say some shit like, oh, we missed you, where have you been? The 80s, we miss you, please come back. I gotta kill all the roaches in here, hold on. Let me de-roach the joint real quick. Right, this is chat's room. All the stuff that chat donated, all the people that wanted to visit the island. Would anyone wish to visit Penn Island today? I didn't think about that. We can open up the floor. Put on fake glasses and a mustache. Like over my actual mustache, and also over my actual glasses. I mean, I go in every day with glasses and a mustache. What I should do is go in without glasses and a fully shaved face. I don't know if I would recognize myself with a shaved face. I haven't seen my own upper lip since 2020. Oh, you wouldn't shoot a guy with glasses, would you? How could we forget? Remember the great times? What we should do for this edit is instead this should be a clip show of all the greatest Animal Crossing clips before the Switch 2 came out. Wow, remember this moment? And also this one? And what about this one? And then in between me saying that, there'll just be clips from older Animal Crossing streams. I don't even know what they are. If I'm not going to be funny today, I'm going to make the editor do the heavy lifting. Hey, go ahead and put get a burger on screen. Don't give it a face, just a PNG of a burger. Okay, editor, here's what I want you to do. At some point later in this video, don't say anything, not even prompted by me, and don't make it soon, it's got to be later down the line. Have the burger flash on screen for genuinely 1 frame. And that will task the people watching the video with finding the burger. Okay. Right, I wanted to make a shovel. The worst part is, I'm not even like... I gotta go to the bathroom. Probably should have done that before. I did get a Popeye sandwich last night. And then I ate it this morning. Some stuff never changes, huh? Okay, flimsy shovel. So that tells me I'm gonna need, like, stone for a proper shovel. But, do I even need a proper shovel? Oh, yeah, that's fine. Because I really only need the shovel. Well, there's multiple holes around the islands. Digging up holes. Stomping on souls, digging in holes. Okay. Just wanted to show you guys my shovel real quick. Soul, soul, soul. For anyone that exclusively watches the Nintendo Switch streams, my quote-unquote self-imposed Subway ban. Let me paint you a picture. There's this Subway. They sell sandwiches, if you can believe it. And I go there. I'll be honest, the last couple weeks, I have been going a lot, right? But it's a really good source of just, like, lunch. Sometimes you just go in the middle of the day, you're like, I want a sandwich. Let me get a quick sandwich. And I'll get the same one every time. I have a more mature palate from my ham and mayo days, you know. Now I'm getting actual sandwich. I thought they were holding hands. Did they just kiss? Just walk in on something? We also got to get to the bottom of this lost item mystery. But hold on. Of this lost episode. Animal Crossing lost episode. Now, I could plant the bells back in here to grow a money tree. But who knows if we're ever coming back, you know? So I went into the Subway. And the girl who makes the sandwich artist often makes some sandwiches. She's like, wow, do you come in here every day? And it was like a question. I was like, oh, you know, not every day. You know, it's a good place to get sandwiches. Sometimes I just come in here during lunch just to get something. I get other stuff. And then she said, no, we see you here every day. You must have come here every day the last week. And I was like, yeah, man, I don't know. I like sandwiches. And then she said, can you seriously eat sandwiches every day? Like, only sandwiches? And I was like, well, no, I get other stuff on the street. I was pointing to the other places, like, oh, I get food from there as well. And then this person was not trying to be malicious. Obviously, they don't want to, like, hurt their business. But then they asked me, they said, oh, you don't make food at home? And I think I'm making it sound more, like, sassy and aggressive than it actually was. I think it was a genuine question. And this person was, like, probably a child, right? It's a family-run business. But I'm the one I'm keeping that family afloat. Single-handedly, I'm getting sandwiches every day. So anyway, I can't go back there. I can't show my face there again. At least for... Yeah, chat saying the longer you stay away, the harder it'll be to go back. That's what they say when it comes to relapsing, but that's not true. They forget that Subway sandwiches are really fucking good. And I want to get them to sponsor me. But the issue is they know that I'm obviously going to already sell their product for free. Because I genuinely love their product. So they're not going to pay me to say something I'm going to say for free anyway. But I don't need them to pay me. What I do think Subway should do is just give me a lifetime supply of free sandwiches. Not even money. Because what is money used for? Buying food. If I ever go homeless, I have a car. And I have friends. You know, I have places to stay. But if I ever run out of money for food, there's not much I could do about that. If I had a lifetime supply, what I need to do is somehow get accidentally run over by the CEO of Subway's car, like while they're backing out of a parking lot. So I could just get free Subway for life. Look, I dug up a fossil. For life. Did we get all those holes? I feel like we didn't check the kaiju battle side of things. I'm gonna get some Jimmy John's. Hungry. Yeah, but that's not convenient. I like Jimmy John's, but... My point with Subway is that it's just a convenient place to go to get a quick sandwich for... I won't say cheap, but like all food is $14 now. Have you guys noticed this? That every food is $14? How much do you guys spend on food like a day? Because I feel like my number's skewed. Groceries can feed me for like a month, 2 months maybe. It's like $300 worth of groceries. So that's like... I don't know. Regardless, everything is $14. It's just a matter of if... Usually eat fruit and nuts, so not much. Dude's a squirrel. I didn't know I had a squirrel in my chat. That's awesome. Yeah, I normally eat like grass and rocks. I mean, that's awesome. I used to get a banana every day. Again, this is I'm a chronic eating. I'm addicted to eating out, and take of that what you will. Because whenever I get fruit to like keep in the house, I always forget about it. Because it's either in some tray, in the fridge, like a shark attack or an alien abduction, that you join an alien shark circus. Sylvia was one of the first people we added. You know what, let's do a little history lesson. Sylvia was one of the first visitors we got on the island. And when we played in a big group, me and the boys, you know, the original members of the channel, it takes less effort to grab an apple, banana, etc. than anything else. Yeah, but I'm still, like, my issue is I'm still going out to grab them. And I would get a banana every day from, like, Dunkin' last year. But now they're real inconsistent with the bananas. Here's the difficult thing, right? There are other places I get food. There's a Chinese place that basically just does meal prep for me, you know. I go there, I get chicken, I get broccoli, I get rice, and I don't gotta prep anything, and it's probably good. It's better for me than whatever else I would get. And then there's a Dunkin' next to it. But those two places are, for me to go to them, I need to walk past the Subway. And the Subway is all windows. It's all one strip. So this is the difficult part that I'm in a stalemate with, is for me to even get any food on that strip again, I need to walk past the Subway and it's the same people who work there every day, and they will have to see me walking past. It's just an awkward situation that I don't want to be a part of. But I do, your boy loves his bananas, your boy loves his apples. Not so much like a nut guy. I'm your nut guy. Hop on Jackbox. Okay, so Sylvia, what we did was, I think at the bit at the time was that our friend Will, friend of the channel, friend on the channel, was the permanent voice of Sylvia. And still to this day, that was 6 years ago, and that was fresh out of high school, our high school friend. And I tried planning something with him. I would love to have him back someday. Because we have other channel members, other friends, you know, your Ryu's and your Faye's that show up on stream sometimes. Ranch, occasionally, whenever he's... I don't know. Ranch is always doing something. Do you have time to listen to podcasts, PHU? Do I have time? Yeah. What, like right now? No, not right now. I like that question because, like, it doesn't... Oh, it's raining in-game now. It's raining somewhere. I think if somebody tells you they don't have time to listen to podcasts, they're definitely lying. Because listening to something is one of the easiest things you can do. Alright, let's talk to Anissa. Or is it Annalisa? Annalisa, my mistake. It's been 3 months? Oh my god, that really was January. Damn. Staying healthy with gyroids. Which muscle is that? I'm stronger, gyroid. Yeah, well, because here's the thing. I'm always up on, like, YouTube and sometimes shows. Because when I'm editing, I don't understand how people edit in complete silence. I know some people edit to, like, music. And I've said this before, and people looked at me like I was crazy. When I'm editing videos, I just watch YouTube. I have 2 monitors. Twink! Long time no see. 2 months? Okay, so I just didn't talk to Annalisa for a long time. So yeah, I listen to YouTube videos, I listen to podcasts, stuff that's, like, passive. And that's why you'd be surprised how few, like, TV shows and movies I've seen, because I really like TV shows and movies. Although, despite being a YouTuber, despite being a streamer, I respect that that TV shows and movies are a higher medium than YouTube videos. And I get sort of paralyzed by choice, where I can't just, like, put a movie on in the background while I'm working, because for me, a movie requires my full, undivided attention. It's the reason I love going to the movie theater, right? I saw The Shining in IMAX in December or November, and I hadn't seen the movie up until that point because I never thought I had, like, okay, I need to actually sit down. You guys know it's hard for me to, like, sit down on my couch and focus on a movie. I refuse to watch a movie in my living room. That's so disrespectful. I'll watch it, like, in a call with people because that means the only screen I'm looking at is the movie. However, that does not apply to YouTube, and it does apply to TV shows. So there's a lot of TV shows and movies that people say, hey, have you seen this? I'm like, you know, I'm gonna watch it eventually. It's why I like doing these Sunday watch parties. Oh, I already talked to Sylvia. So it gives me an excuse to keep up with all these shows. Alright, I need to investigate everyone. I fucking forgot. Okay, let's start with Sylvia. Even if it's one you've seen before. If it's one I've seen before, that's a little different. Because when I was editing, maybe last month or the month before, I just rewatched all of Scott Pilgrim Netflix series, Scott Pilgrim Takes Off, because I was obviously in a very Scott Pilgrim mood at the time. And that's like, okay, that's a show I've seen, I'll just put it on in the background. If it's a show I respect and a movie I respect, I will not disrespect it by watching it while editing. However, if it's a show I don't respect, it's free game. All of that to say, the last couple days while editing, I've been watching Euphoria. And it's tough because the show is bad. But there's so many people involved that, like, I really like. Like, I'm genuinely a huge Zendaya fan, right? Like, I don't think I've seen a movie that she's in that I thought was bad. There are maybe, like, some Spider-Men that were just kind of forgettable. But if not my favorite movie from 2024 was Challengers. And I think my favorite movie from 2026 is The Drama, so far. Like, she knocks it out of the park. And the same goes for, like, I loved Sing Sing when I saw it in 24. But I've not seen Coleman Domingo be in anything else good. He had a line as the Cowardly Lion in Wicked for Good. And then he's in nothing but, like... I didn't watch The Running Man, so maybe that's fine, you know, starring Glenn Powell. Ooh-wee! But he's also in that new Michael movie. Michael! I'm gonna see it this weekend. If not even just seeing it tonight, I don't know. I could just... Oh, here's a gift. Wait, what did Annalisa give me? Here's a striped shirt. Let me assess some fossils as well. So, like, I like Jacob Elordi, I like Hunter Schafer, I like Zendaya, and I like Coleman Domingo. But being fans of them is tough. Zendaya, not so much. You know, as a Zendaya fan, you're always fed. And even Jacob Elordi. I didn't hate Wuthering Heights as much as everyone else did. I actually thought it was kind of funny. And I think that it was purposefully funny. Although, you know, it changed the source material. And what was my point? Oh yeah. So I'll come back on like Monday or something with my opinions on that Michael movie. I didn't think it was going to be good because any biopic where the family estate is involved is not going to be a good biopic or an accurate biopic. So when I heard that, like, oh, there's going to be a Michael Jackson movie that is okayed by his estate and played by his, like, nephew, I'm like, okay, well, this isn't going to be an honest look at Michael Jackson's life then. I have nothing in person. Okay, well, what kind of fossils do I have? And I've heard, do you care more about the actors than the plot of Euphoria or of Michael? Michael! You're gonna see the recently announced Gundam movie featuring Euphoria alumni Sydney Sweeney and Michael Lando. I have a question. Let me look at my list real quick. Some of you may know, right? And you're getting the inside scoop when you're watching these streams. I was writing a video, or am currently writing a video, though it probably won't come out until the autumn, where I'm watching a random assortment of shows that I'm not gonna tie together. And I watched Mobile Suit Gundam 0083. And I still have to watch Mobile Suit Gundam. Just the original Mobile Suit Gundam. Is that the Gundam series that everyone's talking about, or is that just like some 90s something? Like, is that the series that's like, oh, dude, this is the Gundam series? Or are those spin-offs? Is it like if I started with, like, Legend of Korra or, like, Dragon Ball Kai or whatever? I mean, in general, do you care more about the actors than the plot? Like, for everything? That's the original Gundam show. Okay, well, I will have a lot of opinions for the original Mobile Suit Gundam. I don't know, probably in some months. I really gotta get back on that watching thing, but I fell really behind. I got 13 hours of Popeye still to watch. I gotta lock in and watch Popeye. I need to take a day to myself. But I like Coleman's night of hosting SNL. I found it hilarious. See, that's the thing, is I really do love Coleman Domingo, and I think he's incredibly talented. I don't even know if he's in the new season of Euphoria. I'm still in season 2, because again, I've just been watching it passively. For me, I like to watch things episode by episode, but that legitimately, I've just been like, oh, I'll just put it on whenever I'm editing, and I'll just jump in randomly in the middle of an episode. And maybe that's how people are able to watch far more shows than me, is that they just kind of put it on in the background. But yeah, I don't, like, take myself out of the story of a movie or a TV show, and I'm like, wow, this actor is doing a really good job. If the story is good, I allow myself to get engaged in the story. But I would say, on the regular, I care more about artists than I do, like, IP. Does that make sense? And I think it's the same thing with, like, cartoons. Like, you know, we're gonna be getting more regular show. But I would probably be more excited if they're just like, hey, we have a new J.G. Quintel show, as opposed to like, look, it's the characters you love. Because the characters I love were created by voice actors and cartoonists that I love. I would much rather see the people, the actors, the directors, the writers, and the voices, and the cartoonists, I like make new stuff because, like, sure, there are characters I'm tied to. They're mostly video game characters. I'd be lying if I said I didn't go to the Mario Galaxy movie and point at the screen when Mario character number 5 shows up. You know, that's fun. And I like to care about stupid Star Wars characters. Not ironically, because it is earnest, but I think it's a fun way to watch those shows about your favorite Glup Shitto. But above all else, I don't care about IP. I care about artists. And on that note, I'm gonna sit here at the little reservoir, the little speakeasy. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Just gonna have a little chill Animal Crossing time. As the Pharaoh sits. Argue amongst yourselves. Hey guys, tell me your favorite Euphoria moment. You ever feel that shit hanging so you gotta wiggle a little bit to make it fall? And only the strong survive. We got to the bottom of the mystery. I guess we'll look into these fossils. The issue was I didn't think we had enough space to place any of the fossils. Because we would need to reorganize them. Well, let's see what these look like first, right? Okay. It's one of those little guys. Do we have any more space over here? Oh, we already have... Wait, hold on. Can you just... I know there's like a way for it to tell me what I'm standing next to. Wiping my face and seeing an upsetting amount of crumbs from the Subway sandwiches devoured degen stuff. Such a fat fucking chest. You're rubbing your Subway in my face, and I don't think that's cool. Okay. Spino torso. I wish I could actually read what any of this was. Mega skull. Okay. What if we just... I feel like I have... Yeah, that's... Is that not what that is? I think we'll have to keep these. We'll sell it. We'll sell it all. Because that's done. That's, like, kind of done. Let's put a tail here and see if it fits. Wait. Left wing. Forgot. I'll show you left wing. Hold on. No, the other way. That... Okay, that kind of works. We're gonna make our own dinosaurs. Let's give you a brachiotail. She's beautiful. Brachio chest. Wait. We have 2 brachiotails. And a brachio chest. Hold on. If we can place a brachio here. Okay, well, what the fuck is this? I think we need more brachio space. Okay, do we have a tail? Let's put a tail here. It doesn't matter what tail. Turn on the news. It doesn't matter what channel. Wait. Okay, no, brachio tail, right. We do know that. Okay, maybe I'm just too close. Maybe I'm just too coin. See? It fits perfectly. Like a glove. I suppose we could just put the rest in storage, although I was thinking about selling it. Brother, what Subway? It's all gone. No, you still got crumbs. You're holding out on me. You drink my Mountain Dew? Miss my... Wait. You're coming home with me, big fella. Woohoo! I should... Wait a minute. You have higher fishing chances in the rain. Oh. I should actually figure out what fish I'm missing. My goal in Stardew was to fill out my Fishopedia. We should have a room for these bad boys. Let's take a look. Actually, what kind of Nook miles we got? Money. And friends. Talk to your neighbors. The greedy weeder. Holy shit, I maxed out my greedy weeder. All the way from March 20th, 2020. Oh. Nothing? I thought I would get... Wait, what is that for? Good deeds are the... Go ahead and Nook miles. Okay, just for So the last time I did that was in 2020. Ooh! Set sail for adventure. Sun-kissed boater. I don't actually remember what my name is, or what my tag is. Wit-tagus. More DIY recipe. I have more DUI recipes. What about this? DEI recipes. Not very funny anymore, is it? More like Animal Crossing Woke Horizons. A lot of egg. I think I missed Bunny Day, which is good because if the amount of eggs I have seems like a lot in my inventory, I got those on this first Bunny Day and then never again. Best friends list. I don't need to know about that. Critterpedia. Okay, a lot of bugs still. A lot of bugs. So this fish I'm missing. Actually, quite a lot of fish. I wish there was like a guide a la Stardew. But I don't think there's like fish that you need to get in specific places. I think you just get the fish. Well, we'll consult the Critterpedia after every time. Well, all we really need to do is open the phone with the phone button. Right? Like, very quick. Whoop-ah! The Critterpedia will have a little red dot next to it if it's a new fish we've never seen before. Let's head to the ocean. That's where all the motion is. Actually, wait. I said I wanted to do if I could help out the island in any feasible way. In any tangible way. In a tangerine-esque way. Is there anything more I could do? My main goal is to blow up. Review island features. You'd like to talk about? No, that's fine. So Isabelle is about change. Tom Nook is about fixing things. This guy's gonna be in Smash Bros. I'm locking it in now. Hello, hello! This is a construction consultant counter. How can I help you? What should I do? You've accomplished so much. I'm sure you could find your own ways of having fun. Man, this game sucks because I've already done everything. But what, building stuff and being creative? What are you talking about? I just beat the Ender Dragon. What else would I do? I hate people who play games like that. Hate is a strong word, and that's what I feel. Bridges and inclines. I don't need any of that. I think my island and my house are as upgraded as they're going to be. I think the rest of what comes to Penn Island is just really up to me. I think we need to start doing car-based infrastructure. We need roads. Get my daily miles. Can I spin the casino wheel in this game? What can I use my Nook miles for? Because I have a lot of them. Pro camera app. But these are, okay, these are them. These are the crafting recipes. I feel like I should probably just get all those, right? I like the idea of a lot of this stuff. The gazebo. But they're gonna take like a day or so to arrive anyway. I feel like our time would be better spent. How many Nook miles do I have? I mean, this will probably be last Animal Crossing for a while. Don't need Bell voucher. Okay. Mail. Let's just get all the immediate ones, right? Oh man, we gotta do this every time. I guess I didn't upgrade my phone enough. Whoa, my controller vibrated. Animal Crossing get a Switch 2 upgrade yet? Brother, we're playing it. Animal Crossing New Horizons Switch 2 edition. App has been installed. We're one day closer. Every day we're one day closer to the new Animal Crossing. Island Life 101. Now I'll get lots of helpful advice and info. Like what? Welcome to Island Life 101. Check this app every day for useful tips about how to make the most of the island living. Island Life 101 is a service on Nick. It's on Nick. You're watching Animal Crossing New Horizons on Nick. Can I buy some of these in bulk? Because this is going to take a while. Alright. Maybe we should go to the special tab. We have all these Nook miles. We got to spend them somewhere. It's not like the island's going to get changed much. Now we got more recipes. If I could find that recipe to give eternal youth to me, it's always my ambition to use Papa's tuition. The only one to blame will be my enemy, the sun. Snuff out the light. Claim your right to a world of darkness. Snuff out the light. Do you guys think I'm more of an Yzma or more of a Kronk? I always thought I was more of an Yzma. The eponymous Eartha Kitt. I never slept with a great Eartha Kitt. We dry humped inside of our tour bus. Yzma male. You want to drop all that alpha shit. Here's how you become a Yzma male. Yeah, I'll just get all of them. I got so many Nook miles burning a hole in my phone. Crunk cell. There's nothing like rolling out of bed and drinking a delicious brown sauce right off the skunk. I said that to someone at a party after like an hour after saying I said the term taking it on the chin, which is like an actual saying. I didn't make that up. And they thought I was talking about cum, and then I said like, oh yeah, I got it for the skunk. Which means nothing, I just like saying it. And that person at the party said like, you know what, Andrew, I like the way you say things. And they were right. I also like the way I say things. Huh? Okay. Vanity and a mirror. I want some cool hairstyle. We can't change the iconic Igor Simp pigtails. See, that's the thing is that these characters become characters, larger than life superstars. We can't really customize a whole lot. Well, this will help us do some math. Huh? Okay. Is this riveting stuff? In a way, this is sort of like a podcast. So to answer the question from before, of course I have time to listen to podcasts. I don't like sit in front of my screen and exclusively listen and do nothing else. If anything, I spend most of my day just listening to stuff on YouTube while going about my day, you know, doing my job. Listen to shit in the shower. I'll say this, not only do I listen to other people's YouTube videos while editing, I also listen to other people's YouTube videos while recording my videos. You'll notice that I have AirPods in all my videos. It's because I like having headphones on because it naturally makes me louder. It makes me raise my voice. Whereas if I'm going to take these, I'm wearing headphones right now and I don't need to be. I just took the headphones off. And now I'm aware of how loud I was being. So that's why, hypothetically, if I put these headphones back on, now I need to be louder so I can hear myself because these headphones are very sound canceling, noise canceling. Okay. Vanity. There's a point I was making. It's not about audio. Oh yeah, like It's the reason I get into, like, I fall very hard into specific hyperfixations. Like, I shouldn't use that term. That's an actual term. I'm not trying to steal any valor here. I've never gotten a proper diagnosis. But, you know, everyone in my life is pretty sure. Did it say fab before? Is there a different style each time? I'm losing it. Yeah, this is for people's commute or whatever. Just making everyone's life a little bit easier. I will say, there is potentially, if you want to, because like the idea with the stream is like really to fill in those gaps between videos. With a lot of the stuff I do online. And like it makes sense for me to follow all of it because, you know, I'm me. I'm in all of it. But for the fans trying to follow all of it, there's potentially too much of me. Which you never, that's a bad issue to have. Who's the voice actor you were talking about yesterday? It's not important. I'm sure somebody else in the chat knows. Getting more reactions. What is ABD again? Abdullah the Butcher. Cooper is the Butcher! It seemed like I said before, in a way, this year is kind of going to be a direct sequel to 2023. And whatever that means, really. Okay. Pro decorating license. I think the biggest issue, what's the word I'm looking for? Why am I blanking now? That I'm facing. I was gonna say that what is the word I'm looking for? Banes? No. Drains? It's something like that. The modern man. It's really just me. Is that I record in the same room that I stream. And I simply cannot do both at once. This is a decent setup though of just being able to use. I gotta lean into the crack of it all. Everyone's got a little crack in them. Soon enough, you just gotta let that crack out. Let me see that crack, girl. I bet it ain't whack, girl. A tool ring. Oh, shit, that's the thing where you could, like, have the little... Oh, okay. Well, this would have been useful to have. I'm glad we're wrapping up Animal Crossing doing this. Can I host a festival? Is there something in some way I can, like... Because Totakeke only shows up on Fridays. So how much we could do today? It's mundane. It sort of feels like as far as Animal Crossing goes, the last day of school, or like your last day working someplace and all your coworkers, like it's not super sad and it's not somber, but it's also not exciting. You're going through the motions and just doing the day. And nothing's going to stop us from coming back to Animal Crossing, other than our own limitations. But I truly, I think I've run out of things to do and say. What is there? I guess we could decorate that one. You know what? Let's do some hotel stuff today. Why not? My biggest issue with that is that you could only do like 2 a day anyway. And hey, it's a fresh new day. I think I wanted to fish as well. As I get older, let's say that there's like a ring around me, and every day that passes, I need a better example. Let me say it like this. Say you have a rope dragging behind you, but instead of like miles or inches or feet, it's time. So say that the rope is like 2 years behind you. Every day that passes, the rope follows and goes up another day. So if the rope stretches back to like April 23rd, 2024, tomorrow it'll also move up to April 24th, 2024. So on and so forth. Where in 2024, I was like, oh, 22 is when we really got to start working on archiving those streams. Like those are the, that's when stuff started getting good. Stuff like that. What did the Nook Miles do again? Let's check on the ABD. Oh. So I still... Okay. I didn't know I still had a loan. Well. I know how to fix this, probably. I can't just buy these in bulk. How many bells does it give me? I need to do this like 60 times. Alright, I'm just gonna keep bashing the A button and see if it works. If you go to Nook's Cranny to redeem them... Okay, no. There's a really roundabout way of doing this. Okay, so I need to show the... Well, let's do the hotel and see if we get anything from it. Because I think we just get... like, tickets, right? Tickets, please. Tickets. We get, yeah, Dream Bell Exchange ticket. Well, we need a lot of bells if we want to pay off our loan. Hello? Hit. Reaction I could teach you. Heard a tragic story that left me feeling terrible. Now that I'm looking back on it, I'm getting sad all over again. In case you missed it, that was an example of sadness. I didn't learn sadness before now. So as far as getting all these streams into clips, reliving the moments. Actually, you know what? It doesn't matter. Whatever I was saying. Wait, okay, so where did I put this hotel? It's over here, right? Why, of course. What is this? Oh, I can make these and then get the tickets? I don't remember what these tickets are used for. I gotta relearn this hotel altogether. It's been... What did Annalisa say? 3 months? Yeah, it's been... Okay, I thought my controller was busted. Good to see you, Igor Simp. Your timing's spot on. Did you know that hotel guests can borrow entire outfits from the mannequins here? See, our guests come from far to enjoy their vacations. We thought it'd be nice if we could provide them with comfy outfits to wear while they're sightseeing. But after knocking the idea about in me noodle for a bit, started thinking you'd be best captain for this type of thing. You're one who knows about outfits, yar. So, if you got any outfits you'd like to recommend, could you place them on my mannequins? Do that and we'll be Oh, actually I've got the perfect outfit. One more thing. There'll be some helpful info next to the mannequins. Look over it if you have any questions. I'm counting on ye. What should I do? Let's change this outfit. I can't use my custom outfit? Wait, hold on. Whoa! Whoa, that's awesome. I like the moldy dress. Can I use the classic, the iconic Igor Simp? Oh, I can. Hold on. That's awesome. That's awesome. You know, that's perfect. You are perfect. like I'm really there. Let's change the other one, too. I want to make everyone on the island dress like this. Perfect. Oh, I didn't hit done. That's on me. That's stuck in my head. Now you got me saying it. Perfect. Question is, can you tell us apart? Hi, kitty. Thing about having an open set, too, is they're running all around it. Alright, well, let's make some hotels, right? Oh, wait, they're staying in the... Wait, yeah, hold on. Yeah, let's visit Dizzy's room. Oh, we can get more guests depending on... Okay, so we only made the 2 rooms. How do you like it? It looks really nice, yeah? I love your outfit, by the way. Hotel staff is so nice. They said they'd take care of anything I need. Wait, does that mean I could even order room service? You think they have fancy snacks? Woo! Let's see what's on the TV. Wow. Who is this? This looks like baseball. Maybe they just, you know... Wait. What am I looking at? Oh, you're watching the game, huh? Yeah, I gotta love those... Yankees. Stomping Yankees. Okay, so what does Tad's room look like? I don't think we took this picture, but if I remember correctly, this should be the data center. Yep, this is the data center. How are you liking it? Let's take a picture. Okay, but why? Sure. Hey, great timing. I'm just getting ready for my second workout. Of course you would work in a fucking data center. I don't think Tad's real. I think you're made of AI or something. So if we want to get more visitors on the island, we got to make more... Hi, Kaden. We got to make more rooms. And we can make 2 a day. I guess I should have kept coming back to do this. Maybe I was wrong. Well, let's time ourselves. Let's see how long it takes to make a room. What do you say? You gotta help me with a guest room. Yeah, I'll help. Let's run for another theme this time. Maybe we do come back to the game. I don't know. Oh, ranch room? Yeah, let's make a room for ranch. What would ranch love in a room? If we really want everyone to move on to Penn Island. You guys gotta move on. Ba, 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 ba. When you're done, come talk to me. And now I'll leave it in your hands. You missed that one. Try another. Okay, hold on. Will we want... Okay, ranch bed. We have some options here. Cherry speakers. This doesn't look... Okay, pot rack. Yeah, what if we just make a kitchen? Hold on. wait. Okay, wait, hold on. Okay. Let's do this wall now. Do the other side. Man, you got a lot of clock. We're making Geppetto's house. There's no other time there. It's always ass slap o'clock there. Let's face the window. Yeah, we're gonna need... I think the only issue is... If you go to bed here, how are you gonna know what time you have to get up? I think what we need is a clock. Are we sure there's no other spaces I could place a clock? It looks like there's prime clock real estate over here. And right here also. Alright, if you say so. Let's see. Animal City. What is that? Keep opening my inventory on accident. No, this is creepy. What else we got? Well, these are all the ranch stuff. Can we access anything? Oh, there's variations. Oh. That makes a lot more sense. And a bench. What I'm looking for most of all is a clock, really. If you have any of those, that'd be greatly appreciated. Okay, what color can I make the ranch bed? Yeah, but we still need a clock, though. Wait. Hold on, better idea. Back, what did I miss? Oh, we're just building a room. Just thought they should have a couple clocks. I feel like we need more clocks, though. I feel like there just aren't enough. A urinal, probably. Yeah, that'd be good to have. You know, that way you don't have to leave the room ever. You could have a bathroom in the room. You don't even need, like, room service or anything. Okay, we have a Ferris wheel. I'm looking for clocks. Okay, this will be the ranch room. That's just worse than the time I took career advice from JonTron. You should say this thing! JonTron, I don't think people are going to be happy if I say that thing. No, you should totally say it. That was my cutaway gag. Dormant volcano. Raccoon figurine. Yeah, do we got any more, any clocks, really? Ooh, well, that's a scale. I know there's got to be, like, a clock category somewhere. Clock it. Delicious Subway. Yeah, no, I think this place is done. We probably need a bed, though. Oil lamp. Oh, hold on. Fuck, we gotta save those. Okay, we gotta put them on a table or something. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna find a table for us. Ceiling. Okay, wallpaper. Okay, what up? Okay, no, we do have... Okay, perfect. Put all this other shit away. Hold on. The bird is good, though. I think we should keep the bird. But we do need some kind of table. Let's table this conversation. Let's see. Any kind of, like, nightstand or... Okay, sort of. So let's... How many of these can we fit? Unfortunately, we do need to place more clocks. This way, they'll never forget what time it is. And they'll know that all their time on the island is fleeting. Okay, push that. And then we could put it in the middle as well. We could fit at least, like, 6 owl clocks here. If we're lucky. And I like to think that we are. Okay, this is good. Now we're getting somewhere. Now this is progress on a room. Okay. We need to space these out a little bit. So we do need to start on the side and then work out. There we go. Okay. Side again. Okay. Good. Are there any more clocks? By chance, could we get more clocks in this room? Okay, wall mounted. Well, we don't have any more space for that. Miscellaneous. You file the rest under odds and ends. Okay, clock, alarm clock. Just to have them in our inventory. Or are previously used. Hourglass. You just never want to forget what time it is. So we could line these walls with different tables. But I don't want them to be exactly the elegant tables, but I don't want it to clash with what we're going with either. Okay, that works. Okay. Can we? I think that's probably it. Put this here. Just a lot of brown. Yeah, it's like cottagecore. It's the ranch room. This way, ranch will never be late again. So we want to... Yeah, can I make this brown? You can do copper. That works. Copper. And then we want... Can I make you like a... Ooh, I like that. Hourglass, hourglass, clock. Clock it! And then we'll put these tables here on the... Put these tables here on the other side. Now this is a good looking room. The only thing is we don't have a bed yet. I feel like the person on their vacation. You know, vacation's fun and all, but you want to make sure, you know, vacation's all about scheduling. You want to make sure you got it all down. I used to really hate the idea of mandatory fun. Like, whenever vacations were playing with my family. But now I get it. When I'm the one planning the vacations, now that I'm a fully grown adult and I have no more growing left to do. You know, your brain actually stops developing when you're 15. At least according to the internet. Do you have any beds? I want that one. The thick thighs pussy salad. And then we... Yeah, I think this is good. I think we got everything we could ever need in this room. Just like, I don't know. What time is it? Do you have the time? Yar, what's a funt? I'm done. Are you finished? Shiver me timbers, what a wonderful room. I'd love to stay in such a spot. Let's sail back to the lobby together. Yeah! Thanks to ye, we've got another room ready for our guests. I can't thank ye enough. Giving you 200 tickets. Please take out your phone for me, would you? I don't remember what these tickets do. Hopefully, she tells me. Alrighty, see you next time. Alright, next time is today. Then let's get started with room 4 work. I'm counting on you. Got 2 ideas for the theme I'd like you to go with. Which one do you think feels right? Ooh. Let's do a kitty room. Oh, yar. Real excited how that'll turn out. Let's head up to the crow's nest. Sorry, that was a pirate, I think. A pirate possessed me. Done, come back to me. So we want to make a kitty room. What do we got? Kitty room, okay. That I can do. Why is this? Oh, it's a table, okay. Ah, what a silly game. Now, what would a cat... Sorry, what would a kid... Oh, now you got me saying it. Log steaks. I don't know if that's exactly the kind of vibe we're looking for right now, though. Okay. This is a kitty room, right? What do I know about kitties? What do kitties like? Champions pennant? I'm not familiar with that one. They do love a witch's cauldron. Of course there's no space. Why would there be space? Circle cushion. I'm just trying to select it so we can place it down. Mom's cushion. Cutting board. A glass jar full of salt. Some loose bottles. Decorative bottles? What does that mean? Some burning flames. Just some flames around, really. That's good, that's good. A tin bucket. A Tim Buckley. Shout out Control Alt Delete. We already got the cat plushie. Some blocks. Balancing toy, maybe. I don't know if a kitty would like that, though. What about a scorpion? No, we're getting somewhere. A hot towel rack. Bow and arrow. A fish or something. Yeah, hanging stuff. Oh, turkey day. Yeah, I think the room is fine as is. I say we build with the stuff we just got, but I'm looking for more rugs. Got any rugs around here? I do think that that should be all of it. Diving beetle. Snapping turtle. A seahorse. Anchovy. Whoa, they got fish all over this place. Oarfish. Orpheus. Go meet some oarfish. Oarfish sauce. More fossils. I mean, what does a kid like more than dinosaurs? Alright, I think we have the idea for the room. We just gotta move him around a little bit. Let's pull you out. We gotta put the litter in the corner. And I can't pull anything. Igor Simp has 0 pull. Alright, well then let's push. Boom, boom, boom. Push it real good. Now listen up and listen real good. Aerodactyl, Motre, Zoltar. Who's Zoltar? Venonat Pidgey. Charmeleon. Watortor. Some guy tentacle, Aerodactyl, Ammonite, Slowpoke. Alright. I believe I have made the kitty room. And look, there's the kitty right there. Let's add another kitty. Wait. What are our options? Too many. White cat. White cat. Harold and Kumar go to white cat. Harold and Kumar get a white cat. Now that's a movie I'd want to see. See, Hollywood has no original ideas anymore. Can I put one in the litter? The youngest of the litter. Calico. Let's put you here. Yeah, we still got 3 more. Can we... Trying to... Hold on. Nope. Excuse me. Excuse. Okay. The council meeting. The Catzel meeting. Cat's in the cradle in the silver spoon. Let's go ahead and move that there. Put one in front of the tree as well. Alright, got that kitty room you asked for. Yar, what's afoot? I'm done. Are you finished? It'd be wonderful. You got a popular room on your hands, no doubt. Let's sail back to the lobby together. I wonder what kind of animal from Animal Crossing is gonna live in that room. We'll never... Well, I never. Thanks to you, we've got another room ready for our guests. I can't thank you enough. I'm giving you 200 tickets as a little thank you gift. Please take out your phone. So I don't remember what I could use these tickets for. Hotel tickets. Should drop by tomorrow. Okay, so we've done 4 rooms because we could do 2 a day. Very popular outfits. Used to purchase unique items from Graham's souvenir shop. Oh, okay. So it's the shop. That's how it's circular money. They give it to me so they can get it back. So they just labor for bullshit. Do I want a mug or do I want a hot towel rack? Do you have anything else other than the mug and the hot towel rack? Be changing every day. Okay, well. Ooh, I would like to look at the catalog. Even though I don't know when I'll come back here. Me and my friends get no respect. What does Scooby-Doo that? Yes. Okay, get some hotel wares. That looks delicious. It doesn't look... Ooh. Oh, that's a lamp. I thought it was like a wipeout ball. Tubular table. I feel like I could buy up this whole stock. What else you got? Yeah, so these will... What, come to me at a later date? What if I just get all of them? I got all these tickets. They gotta go somewhere. Man, future Andrew, if I do ever come back to this island, I'm gonna be so confused. Wipeout from Stoked. It does kind of give a vacation vibe, does... Are limited to 5 items per day. Oh. Well, I got the worst ones. Man, me and my friends get no respect. Okay, so how many bells do I get from the bell voucher? And can I get them in bulk? Or do I have to keep going back and forth between the emissary and the Nook's Cranny? Because now that I know I need money to pay off my debt, I totally forgot about my debt. I thought all debt was forgiven. Thanks, Zoran. Let's check. After this, we'll have to check if we can get them in bulk. And if we can, you know, we have all these Nook miles and we need the money. Where's the fucking money? Do I just sell the bell voucher? It does not work like that. 3,000. Oh. Okay, hold on. While I'm here, I know I'm gonna regret this if I need them later, but I need all the space in my inventory I can get. Hold on to these. Assuming that, you know, I can or can't stack the bells. As long as I have that amount in my inventory. What did it say I needed, like, 1 million? Can I get in-game shark cards somehow? Me and my friends get no respect. What does Scooby do that we... Hi, Monty. We haven't spoken. I want to get to know folks here on the island better. I reckon you're a good one to start with. Can I ask you something? Let's see now. What sort of stuff do you like to read, G-Tang? I like reading... I can't tell you. Something else. Did I hear you right? Twitter? Yup. Twitter, huh? That's kind of thing you're into reading. Maybe I should give it a try. Monty, you are going to love it. Let me tell you, my friend, it's going to change your life. What about you? I guess I got to interact with the Islanders more. What's the latest? My arm always hurts the day after I use my umbrella. Maybe I'm twirling it too much. What about you, Poncho? Poncho was genuinely the first Islander. We haven't talked to him in so long. Actually kind of shy. Nasty! I forgot we told them to say stuff. It really is sort of like a transitional period. Not only are we done with Igor Simp, but Igor Simp was also the first Islander on Tomodachi Island, and our Animal Crossing stand-in is going to be Tomodachi. By the way, let's take a look at the... Let's run the numbers. If this will reach 25 hours by the end of this stream, and then we have... What? We already got like 10 hours in Tomodachi, right? 10... And then the next 20 episodes, let's assume they're each 3 hours, right? That's 60, so that's 70 hours in that game. That is going to far exceed Animal Crossing New Horizons. And also, like, everything on this list, man, I guess we gotta bump those ZA numbers up. I wonder what the amount of hours we have in GTA right now is. No time for that. We're doing Animal Crossing. I guess I can multitask if I am just going to hit the A button over and over here. Hold on, let me see if this works. He's going to go on Twitter and come back a chud. Yeah, I think I am just hitting the A button over and over. Okay, well. Let's do some GTA math then. Me and my friends get no respect. My wife gives me no respect. I open up the Turbo channel. Why am I getting a video recommendation from Butch Hartman? Matt Pat says I lied. Was he right? It wasn't even Matt Pat. It was a different game theory guy. What does Scooby do that we neglect? Because so far we've spent... Going back through other series, right? I do not mean to open it that way. 9... 12, 16, 20, 24, 27, 30. We have spent 30 hours in Lego Pirates. With 6 more to come. So that's going to end at 36. What is not a Switch game? Okay, let's check out Resident Evil Requiem. 3 hours, 4 hours, 4 hours, 3 hours. So, 6 plus 8. So 14. 14 hours in Resident Evil Requiem. That's so close to, well, sort of. Really just goes to show how many of these games are already surpassing Animal Crossing. What else? I guess Mario Galaxy, but that doesn't really count as like a... Scott Pilgrim EX. Maybe. Maybe. It was like 3 hours in Castle Crashers and 9 hours in Scott Pilgrim, I think. Scott Pilgrim versus the World, that's a different story. That's 3, 3, 3, 4. But I feel like that last hour was Pokopia, no? So that was just 12 hours in Scott Pilgrim versus the world. The rest of these aren't necessarily serious. A lot of them are very Switch-centric. Monster Hunter Wilds. I know I calculate. What are you doing, bud? I calculated these before. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 20, a full 24 hours. Maybe the limit on stream shouldn't be, not limit, but the goal on stream shouldn't be 11 streams. Is Butch Hartman the voice actor? You gotta let this go, man. It's shit that people are gonna forget about. It doesn't matter. Because if it's 8 streams all of 3 hours, that's a solid 24. That's a full day of a game. Maybe 8 is the sweet spot. Or maybe rather 24 hours is the sweet spot. Which of these have broken 24? We're certainly getting there. See, now that Igor Simp has been fully eliminated from the island, we can put all those streams together. Your stream is only working when I turn on mobile data. It's like your stream is ignoring my Wi-Fi. I hate to tell you this, man. I think that has more to do with your Wi-Fi than it does with my stream. What other games have I played? Chibi Robo. That was 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36. I feel like last year the only series that weren't like Switch ones were Monster Hunter, Chibi Robo, Doom the Dark Ages. There was some Star of Providence in there. Chibi Robo. I didn't even think about that. Holy shit. You just opened my mind up to new possibilities. Man, my chest keeps hurting. My chest stay hurting. I know that. Hey, you guys know what it's all about, right? That guy in the back knows what I'm talking about. Chronic chest pain. Hell yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna drink more of my caffeine. That's good stuff. It's good no juice. And they are mostly Nintendo series anyway. But there's too many video games, just in general. We gotta stop making them. I know I come to this realization every time. I'm not even close to being through all my Bell vouchers. Is this gonna give me more money than I need? And baby, that's what I need. I think all these playlists are up to date, more or less. More, maybe. Because does it stop there? I guess Fire Red. And yeah, and then a bunch of Halloween stuff. Halloween foodstuffs. My phone vibrating? Oh, I'm getting a call from Scam, likely. That's actually his name. Can you feel the table vibrating? Is it moving the mic as well? Okay, but who's Mike? Michael! Chibi Robo. God damn, that's fucking good. Holy shit, that's some good stuff. Oh, fuck. Damn right there's something you can help me with. But if these playlists are about... Okay, I put the playlist in like, order of which stream was added the latest. So the game I've gone the longest without playing is Lego Star Wars the video game. I think I should play that this year if it is the Xbox's anniversary. We're having a little bit of a Lego year. We'll see how long Lego Batman takes. Man, we got a lot of these, huh? 500 miles each time, which means we gotta do this like 38 more times. Well, how was your guys' day? Huge year for Lego. They're having a big year. Last time I played this much Lego was 2022 when they had a new game. I guess that's really the opportunity to get it all in. Gotta fit it all in while we can. Okay, so it's not the same number. I'm getting scam calls, I'm getting scam texts. Or they're like surveys they want me to take. I don't give a shit about your survey, man. Lego One Piece, Batman, Ninjago anniversary, and that one Lego podcast shout out. Ah, sorry. I just realized the crushing weight of everything I gotta do still. You guys ever feel that? I think what's getting to me is I should have, I was saving my, you know how some people save themselves for marriage, like virginetically? I'm saving my stomach for when somebody's buying me food today. I'm going to my baby sister's birthday. So I gotta get ready after this stream. That's why I thought I wanted a relaxing stream, a low T stream for all those low T individuals. Lego Horizon does not count. What are you talking about? That's probably the best Horizon game. I have seen, I'll say this, right? Well, Horizon's on, like, other shit now, right? It's on PC. I was about to do a thing about, like, oh, anyone can play Lego Horizon, even on the Switch. But I am a pretty pro-exclusive person. Obviously, like, on a consumer level, I would like everyone to be able to play games. But I think that exclusives sell consoles. So when I see, like, comment threads where people talk about Tomodachi Life, or rather, Nintendo, I've been seeing that one image going around of all the gaming companies all shooting themselves in the face. And people getting mad that, like, Nintendo isn't included. But Nintendo isn't making, like, bad business decisions.
It's my birthday week, so I spend how I wanna. What was this goal again? I forger.
This
oh,
is
well,
good.
lol.
It's great. Your birthday week, dude. Today is my little sister's birthday. That's nuts. Well, happy belated or future or eventual birthday. Is this the big dirty 30? Holy shit. Okay, so the donation goal, I don't actually know what it's at right now. All right, you guys are going to get a look of outside real quick. Wow, would you look at that? Now we're at 95. The goal was, and look, it's on the little ticker tape, or it should be. The goal was to, I don't know if these sub goals and follower goals are correct. Actually, what's our following number at right now? 916. Okay, so it's at 915 right now. Wait, I still can think 35. So these individual goals lead up until the summer. The summer starts June 20th. So whenever that last stream is, I can actually tell you what the last stream of spring is going to be. I can tell you the exact date, the exact time. It's going to be whatever friend swap happens, the 10th friend swap on June 20th. Maybe we should do the roulette then, because that's like right before summer. We'll see how it is. Like, my Google Calendar has the fucking Amazing Digital Circus time locked in. That's what I got planned for June. Big time for June's. Anyway, the goal was to have this donation bar here. And I know it's a lot of money, but we've really cracked the code on this editor situation, on multiple editors, on what we charge people, or what I pay editors to edit individual streams. And I crunched the numbers, and out of all the streams of the previous season, that means December 20th to February, or to March 20th, right? The winter season. Season 26, because currently we're in season 27, which is spring 2026. It's a little confusing. It all started summer 19. So there are about 38 or 40 streams in that playlist. So I thought, oh, we should have the chatters, have the ultras put money into the streams, and then it goes back to the community, which can then be made into videos for the ultras, right? We're stimulating the economy. If we fill that bar by the end of spring, then we will begin to commission editors to edit all of the winter streams. And we will do this for every subsequent season. We are still, it says 58 days to go. How many streams do we have until that's full, actually? Or until, till it comes crashing down. Well, the issue is with, like, Friend Slop and, like, the podcast, we don't really have alerts as much. The other ones we do. We have a Friend Slop this weekend, and then we got Lego Pirates 10, Total Tomodachi. There's a lot of stuff going on there. I try to incentivize people to donate to Total Tomodachi to, like, make their favorite have immunity that week. But it's all still going towards the same meter. I am not taking any of this money. Instead, it is going back into the channel. But that's only if the meter gets full. So that's the current goal. Basically, to put it simply, the money is going to go towards edits of the streams for the Turbo channel. That's the plan. Also, to answer your question, chat, I'm actually 35. I've been lying the whole time. I made up my entire backstory, and all those pictures of me as a kid are doctored. That's actually like someone else's kid. That's actually my kid I had when I was 10. And we still need like 30 more of these. Every time there's like, I'm on this hour and a half, I'm like, man, how am I going to get another hour and a half out of this? And then I look at the clock and now there's only 30 minutes left. We got to go back to that clock room. Clock it. But the fact that we managed to get these last 3 hours out of Animal Crossing New Horizons, this isn't a hard rule. I'm not saying like, oh, forever, for sure, never again. Maybe I'll even play it on my own time, but I doubt it. Whenever I say like, oh, I have free time, I should play this game, not on stream. The reason I'm so dedicated to playing a bunch of different games on stream, similar to what I said before, where like I can't actually watch a lot of TV and movies because I feel like I need to dedicate time to watching TV and movies. Whereas like YouTube videos, I can just watch while I'm working. Similarly, I can't just play video games while I'm working. Other stuff is more passive because I'm working every day. I'm never not working. I don't know. I feel like I should pull back a little bit. The Gummy Bear Brothers? Your original Mario Galaxy save file? Your high school job at the movie theater? It's all fake. Of course it's fake, you idiot! I needed to appeal to Gen Z, so I lied about my age. You 120% this game, BHU. Again, like, this is the most amount of one of the most amount of individual times I've streamed a game. But if we look at the hours here, not a whole lot compared to the other games. We're going to bump that up to 25. Maybe at the tail end of this, we should put those in order. And the thing is, there's always going to be more Switch 2 games. We got to do a big ranking at the end of the first year. I want that one. When does a comet become a meteor? Anyway, I appreciate the donation. It is going towards edits for the channel. Oh, right, I wanted to figure out how many days. Oh, whatever. We just need some benevolent benefactor. What is it at right now? It was at like 95. Yeah, 95. We just need some benevolent benefactor to swoop in with $805. And then we're going to stimulate the ultra economy again. I do really love doing this. I want to lean more into the stream edits. Not to, like, stop making YouTube videos, but I do feel like I potentially maybe be overworking myself. A little bit. Maybe a little bit. But it's not because, like, I need it, right? Or, like, oh, man, I gotta scrape by. I'm gonna be okay. It's more than just, like, I love making videos. And eventually I'm just gonna, like, there's not enough time to make everything I want to make. Always happy to donate when I can. I appreciate it. Let me know if you got $805 burning a hole in your pocket. I feel like, statistically, winter was a little different because there was a hiatus. Actually, how many streams, while we're already doing nonsense, how many streams have we already done in Season 27? Let's take a look-see. Already 25, because there were only, there were 36 in Season 27. So we only need 11 more to surpass that. That's easy. That's like 2 weeks, basically. Because there's like 5. Of course, we're not going to edit the podcast anymore, so I guess it's only really 4. Oh, you know what? Actually, that season might be a little skewed a little bit. I feel like the donation goal is still correct, though. When the days are cold. We're doing this Switch 2 editing project. And obviously, if we get that meter, that will then take precedent. But I like the idea of doing other long series, like the Kick the Bucket Countdown, or even like the GTA one, even though that one's not, like, done. So we are a ways away. It'd be worth having, though. Alright, just 15 more? Wait, I'm stupid. We're in the thousands. Wait, no, I'm not stupid. Ha, I'm not stupid. I'm smart. I'm actually smart. I'm actually smart. Well, I'm not smart. I'm neutral. I got a number right. I did some pretty basic math. So 14, yeah, about 14. We're gonna have more. We're never gonna reach 0 if they're all 500, but I just want to know how many bells we can get from doing this. It'd be crazy if we could pay off our debt today. I don't think it works like that. But if 500 of these equal like 1,000 bells, it was something along those lines. Bum 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 bum. I feel like we've been doing this for like an hour. There has to be a better way of doing this, right? Can you seriously not select them in bulk? Well, now it would be too late anyway. Just gotta do this 10 more times. Oh, you're doing reps at the library, reps at the gym. I'm doing reps at the ATM. I got 5 sets of withdrawing and depositing. You're one of those one-pump chumps, huh? You only take some money out of the ATM. No, every day I take all of my money out of the ATM just in case. And then at the end of the day, if I don't spend any of it, I put it all back in the ATM. You may be asking, wait a minute, Andrew, isn't there an ATM fee? Yes, there is. I do that every day until I'm out of money. And that's why I don't spend any money any day. Because the ATM gets all my money. Eventually over time. Please take the Nook's Granny. Please take it. Please take it to Nook's Granny. Please take it to Nook's Granny. It's just one of those. It's one. You know what? It's just one of those days. Okay, so question: how fancy is the Cheesecake Factory? Is this like a? Is this a jorts and bandana situation, or do I need to like dress up for this? Or can I actually like dress like how I want to dress? Surely I can. Okay, what's the over-under? I'm going out with my, like, grandparents and family and stuff. What's the over-under on me wearing the I Heart Crack shirt? Can we start hedging bets on this? Alright, I gotta... That was close. Woo! Fractured ass. You do not need to dress up for the Cheesecake Factory. I hope not. Like that time we fought at Cheesecake. These are the places that families that drive Camrys and go to Disney. Plugging them right to the family gathering is crazy work. Listen, they're my audience. I said it before that like the only reason I did the fourth wall deal was so that I could make stuff that I wanted, like the visor and the fanny pack. So I'm not trying to do like marketing, but oh, speaking of which. Hello, Entei Ultra. I stood up for maybe a minute. Okay, he's gonna take the chair. I invented the swivel chair! Yeah, well, he's sitting in my seat. I can't sit there anymore. I'm gonna stand the next 30 minutes. I should do standing streams. People are doing standing desks. Especially if I'm gonna sit to record anyway. Dude, that Smash video when I was doing it, I was like filming for hours every day just because there was so much of it. And it, like, my feet started hurting. Oh, hello? He's grabbing on my leg now. Alright, not the claws. You can grab my leg. Just don't scratch me, buddy. Alright, last little bit of Nook vouchers. Nook Miles Bell voucher. Okay. Moment of truth. I'm gonna go to Nook's Cranny. This is hurting my hand. I think the issue is I just, like, raised the bar. Maybe that's too egotistical to say. Or like, oh, I've been doing this for years. They need to keep getting better and better. These videos need to start getting... Need to become more, like, out there and bombastic and, like, experimental. And it's just not feasible for me to do that every single time. Sometimes you gotta do some bull... Hi, Audie! Igor Simp! It's been a while. Where have you been? Huh? You weren't gone for long. Oh my gosh, I was the only one who didn't see much of you, Igor Simp. I guess we both got caught up in chasing dreams, huh? We should slow down and chat. I totes always have time to chat. Whenever you want. And I always have a lot to say. No, seriously. Some days I have so much to say. Hi, Mr. Ultra. I hope your day is going well and your animals don't keep crossing you up. I mean, this is probably the last we're gonna see of them. It's not like a big, like, okay, we are now banned. We're done with this forever. But it's one of those things where, like, you ever, like, the last time you were held by your parents, you don't remember it. And when you were being held, you probably didn't know it was the last time, but... Execution. Yeah, we're blowing up the island. No, we're gonna let Igor Simp enjoy their retirement. Okay, this is still not enough. It's all going towards our debt, though. Time to pay off the... I've been running from it for too long. Yeah, they're actually gonna hunt down Igor Simp. I owe a lot of bad people a lot of money. So morbid. Yeah, but it's true. Let's check out the museum. Someday will be the last day you talk to one of your friends or family members, and you won't even know. We all want to think there's going to be some big dramatic, like, dying on the deathbed, but sometimes people just stop. Alright, loan payment. Pay from savings. Full amount. That's so much. Pay from pockets. Full amount. Okay, 950,434 bells. Damn, maybe we do got to come back to this. Well, hey, if I... It's like dying and then passing on your debt to your next of kin. Doesn't matter if I never pay off the debt if I never come back here. My loan payment. Playing Hades 2 because it recently dropped on PS5 and it did really deserve the Game of the Year nom from last year. That's what I wanted to say. Where people were saying that Nintendo was like anti-consumer because they're not releasing their games on PC or like on other consoles. I don't know where this narrative came from that like exclusives are anti-consumer. I think that's a little ridiculous. Like if you don't want to buy a Switch or a Switch 2 to play Nintendo games, that's fine, I guess. You're not entitled to buy anything. But like... I don't know, like the Switch has been out for like almost a decade. If you don't have a Switch to play Tomodachi, that's kind of on you. Oh, Nintendo LARPers, Nintendo LARPers. We've seen memes die really quickly, but like the LARP term, that's like record numbers. Obviously people have been saying LARP for longer, but it's kind of nuts. Oh, hey Judy. Oh, Igor Simp, it seems like ages since the last time we talked. Must have been about 2 months ago now? January. Ah! Okay, just making sure. Crack wasn't moving, it was freaking me out. Everything is anti-consumer because I want something to be upset about, but ignore the root cause of how capitalism in those changes is causing the large-scale issue that drips into my hobbies. Has like a new resurgence. Yeah, you know, there's no ethical... Like, people online are always saying that water and food and shelter should be a human right. I also think that every movie and also every video game is a human right. I should get them all for free. Like, I don't want to sound like I'm bootlicking these companies, but... There's nothing wrong with pirating them. And honestly, I think it's more... acceptable is not the word. It's more understandable with Tomodachi because a lot of it could have been circumvented if Nintendo just allowed you to use QR codes for Tomodachi like you can in Miitopia or like you can in Animal Crossing New Horizons, right? Like, if I want, hypothetically... Sorry, that's not what I wanted to do. Random example. If I wanted to get, like... Alright, I got it. Alright, thank you. I just want to look at it. Yeah, if I wanted to get these images, if I wanted to get this image of this emote in Tomodachi Life, I would need to get a third-party source and then recreate it pixel by pixel. But in this game, all I needed to do was scan a QR code. You can't do that in that game. And it's weird. It's a weird absence. Wow. Should look at that. Sort of forms an infinite loop, but in a way it makes you think about how our time isn't infinite. We thought that Animal Crossing New Horizons would be a constant in our lives and that Igor Simp would always be coming around because we've only ever known a world with Igor Simp. But what does it look like without one? Nerds and gamer geeks have gotten way too comfortable with being out and about losers about stuff, and I wish I could phrase that in a less mean-sounding way. Never heard anyone say that. Is it just loud minority? No. I don't think so. It really depends on which circles you're moving in. I appreciate the QR code thing as someone who cannot draw. Yeah, see, like, if they... I'm not... The argument of, like, oh, I'm pirating this because this company is immoral, or I'm doing that. Like, no, you were gonna pirate either way. So saying, like, oh, if Nintendo did this, people wouldn't pirate the game, that's not true. People have already made up their mind about not buying it. And again, that's fine. It's no skin off my ass. I buy the game because I want to play it on my Switch, too. If you can't afford to buy it, then go ahead. No, Andrew, people will make shirts saying they're feeling quirky today, and the Mias will say slurs, don't you know? Yeah, but... How do I say that's fine without... Can I just say that's internet, baby? Hey, that's the internet, baby. I mean, you download the stuff that you want. If you don't want to see it, then don't download it. Simple as... I do think that maybe en masse, this is something I just realized as I get older, that there was a lot of shit I cared about on the internet that I took very seriously when I was like a teenager, like my early 20s. That now I'm just like, that, a lot of shit doesn't matter. A lot of shit that people seem to care a lot about does not matter. I'm not saying that to be defeatist. I'm saying that to say that sometimes people gotta log off. Is that insensitive to say? Maybe. No, I agree. Most people playing Tomodachi Life 2 are probably adults to teens. Yeah. Also, like, I've said this before. And it's not a popular take. Because I've seen YouTubers be like, oh, this animator made an adult cartoon using these characters from a kid's show. They're actually a groomer. They're grooming children online. I can't say that, like, seeing explicit material from a young age didn't impact me, right? It probably fucked up something with my development. I don't know. But I think I turned out generally okay. All the stuff that's wrong with me is sort of just, like, genetic. I don't think that, like... There's no way to say this without sounding like I'm, like... Because people are going to call you a predator. I'll just say this. In the simplest form, a lot of shit that people refer to as traumatic is not actually traumatizing. Some people are just saying shit. Whoa, there's bits! When you're playing Pragmata and Mouse PI and eventually every game in the world. Can I say, I've been hearing non-stop about Pragmata for like 2 weeks now. I have not once seen a bit of gameplay of that game. Nobody can tell me with a straight face what you do in the game. Anyone who talks about it says it's natalist propaganda, or it's like pedo bait, or it's a game I wouldn't like. But no, I have not seen a single bit of actual gameplay, and nobody can tell me what the game is. Started to get really jaded when people started tweaking about Fire Red Leaf Green being $20. I'll never be convinced that's actually a problem when you could just not buy it or emulate. Maybe I'm like out of touch. Maybe I'm the fucking like 1%. But I feel like we just talked about groceries and how I'm a chronic eating outer. Or eater outing. I go out to eat a lot. I like hitting up the local restaurants and getting something every day. Maybe if it's something small. I feel like I spend like $20 on food a day. Arguably sometimes 30 or $40, right? So the idea of like a game being 20 or $60, and that's like an absurd amount. Like it's like, okay, I just won't eat lunch those 2 days. That doesn't seem like an absurd amount to me. Maybe I'm like on my ivory tower. Maybe I don't have a normal job. Maybe I haven't faced any real struggles. Sure, I'm living paycheck to paycheck, but at least I'm paying my rent, Like, maybe I'm in a privileged position. But, like, $60 for a game is not a lot of money. You are shooting with a toddler on your back, and then you also make your ship like a nursery. That's what I've seen so far. So, again, the only clips I've seen are just, like, shit happening inside the ship. Like, oh, she's drawing a picture. And then I saw the same people who said, like, oh, this is going to make women get pregnant. They're undoing anti-natalist propaganda. Also then get mad when they learn that the voice actor for the kid was a black woman. $20 for a retro 40-hour game with modern game compatibility that can be accessed on modern systems is literally not that bad. It's not at all. It's not a lot at all. And it especially peeves me off because a week prior, the leak came out that it was going to be $30 and people were mad and said it should just be $15 to $20. Because here's my thing, right? Like, an argument about Fire Red and Leaf Green to me is so strange. Because let's use Mario Kart as an example. People are really, really excited about Mario Kart and people want to play it. And it's Mario Kart. People really want it. So let's say, in a hypothetical world where everyone already owns a Switch 2, learning that Mario Kart World is $80 could be a hit. To be like, oh, fuck, man, I really wanted this game, and I have to buy it this way. There's no other way. In a hypothetical world where the bundle doesn't exist. There's no other way I could buy it. This sucks. I have to spend $80. But for Fire Red and Leaf Green, the argument being like, wow, I can't believe Nintendo's making us pay $20. Don't pay the $20. Don't do that. Maybe I'm crazy, right? Because, like, my job online is to complain about shit. That's an oversimplification. But the idea that, like, well, I have to buy it, but I'm still gonna complain. Like, I love Fire Red and Leaf Green. I played it so much on stream, and I would love to play it again. And I would also be okay with buying it on the Switch. But I didn't. Because I already own the game. If you don't want it, then don't buy it. Is that the voice actor drama? Here I was thinking it was something crazy. If we're gonna keep asking, no, fuck. It doesn't matter. This is shit that's gonna... Whatever. I never owned Fire Red or Leaf Green before, so I was happy to have and own the game for the first time and not have to drop $150 on a used cart. Yeah. Like, again, it's totally fine. Also, GBA games are the easiest to emulate. If you want to emulate it, that's totally fine. I just think there's a difference between that and, like, every new game coming out. I don't think there's anything wrong with emulating games from, like, the previous console back, right? Like, if you want to... Again, you could do any of it. I don't actually... Like, saying, oh, this is okay, this isn't okay. All piracy is okay. What I'm saying is, if you want to do that... That's all well and good, but don't expect companies to follow suit and then make all their games cheap or they make their games free. Like, old games being free, that's fine. I was cool, pay for Fire Red because it was the easiest way to play. I think a lot of people enjoy complaining about video games more than they enjoy playing them. Yeah. It's just a general frustration, I think. Everything's too expensive nowadays, but video games aren't really one of them. Because there's so much competition now. Like, if your argument is that, like, I have a computer, I'm not buying a Switch, I don't want to play these games, I want to play cheaper games. There are so many cheap games on Steam that are genuinely fantastic. Portal 2 is my favorite game of all time. I played it on Monday. It's probably like $10 right now. And even then, you could just emulate that game. Like, there's so much shit you can do on your computer. Why do you have to play all the new games? Go play Earthbound! Everything is too expensive, but don't ask why it's too expensive or you're woke and the reason gaming is bad now. Well, I heard that it's everything's expensive because of Mexicans. That's what the news says. You know what? I think all of my problems, actually. The reason I'm broke, the reason nobody will date me, the reason I'm depressed, I think it's... Is this crazy to say? I think it might be Mexicans and trans people. Am I nuts for saying that? Oh, sorry, they turned off my lights. They can hear me. But I'm half Mexican. I'm sorry, man. You owe me a lot of money. Because they're boring people that must chase every trend and controversy ever. Every hashtag Balto2Tuesday is a reminder of you not being on Twitter. What's the cutoff, right? I said that I'm going back when that old man croaks. I can't miss that day on Twitter. That's going to be so fun. I might fucking take the day off. Who knows? Yeah, I got Portal 1 and Portal 2 for $1 each. That's what I'm talking about. Like, I can understand the argument that Nintendo doesn't ever really cut their prices. But that's only if you're exclusively buying them digitally. Like, I'm sure you could go into a store and find a used copy of Mario Kart World. Even though I didn't really understand the argument of, like, the $80 Mario Kart. I mean, I understand it. But, like, you have to have a Switch 2 to play it anyway. And I got the bundle, which means that Mario Kart World was, like, $50 for me. You know what else is boring? Not being able to see colors. Can't imagine that gray username, by the way, apparently. That's fucked up that you said that. I just wanted to look at the fish. Think about all of our best times in Animal Crossing New Horizons. Again, a lot like the plight of Lego Star Wars the video game. You never know what the last time you played a game was until it's too late. Maybe this is the last time we're ever playing Animal Crossing. Maybe it's not. Maybe we sunk hours into this without actually doing anything. Maybe we did everything we could on the island. Dug up the fossils, pulled all the weeds, talked to everyone, paid off our debt, did the hotel. Got rid of the roaches. Got our daily bonus. Got our Nook Miles. This is just like the Amazing Digital Circus. You know, I was always thinking that. One day your parents just stop giving you uppies. Exactly. And I'm kind of like a parent to Igor Simp. And we have some characters that... I can't even sit down. There's a cat in my chair. And we had some characters that didn't make it to the island. Mac the Human from Starfield. Square DEA from Pokemon Fire Red. The aforementioned Fire Red. Han Solo from Super Empire Strikes Back Super Nintendo. I have a feeling we're going to be coming back to that pretty soon. Who else didn't make it? Caveman Jim. Puke from Street Fighter 6. A lot of these games. Igor Simp is just out for good. And we have multiple characters still on the island. I think what I want to do... I guess it depends on if they're Switch games or not. I will play it by week, right? Because we will have an opening next Monday. Or not this upcoming Monday, but the Monday after that. Because the next Monday will be another LEGO Pirates instance. Maybe even saying goodbye to Wheel Turner. It is kind of fortuitous that everyone voted off Wheel Turner when he is just like the newest and thus technically the least popular. There's a lot going on with all those characters. I think what I want to do is whenever they're voted off, just go back to their game, at least for a stream. But if we're doing Batman on Monday and Tomodachi on Wednesday and then Switch stuff on Thursday, podcast on Tuesday, There's a lot of stuff going on with that. We'll find a way to do it. We'll do our best. What I want to do now, though, is open up this Photoshop document. If I can... Okay, I'm going to do my best not to disturb the cat. Just fully sprayed across my chair. Just the sitting part of... Hi, baby. Let's see here. Let's put these in numerical order. This means that Animal Crossing gets bumped up to 25 hours. We have to reorder all of these. Living in that blob world from Fairly Odd Parents. 27. Well, obviously the most amount of hours was ZA. Second place, I believe, is Tears of the Kingdom. Third place is Donkey Kong Bonanza. Well, now we've technically played Animal Crossing longer than Air Riders, if you can believe it. But Mario Wonder is above that. I'm just going for double digits right now. Yeah, 25, 21. Yeah. Let me move all those then. Gotta bump them all down. A lot of these are just kind of one-off hour things. Hours. Hammer. Start in the top left using Pokemon Legends ZA. Joined by Legend of Zelda: The Tears of the Kingdom, the Switch 2 edition. Third place, Donkey Kong Bonanza. Fourth place is, of course, Mario Wonder. Trying to space this and it's not... My hand's getting shaky. Knees weak. Arm spaghetti. Surprisingly in fifth place now with Animal Crossing. Just by sheer metric of being around that long. Gets you that button. Put that there. Maybe even that out a little bit. Yeah, now we're getting somewhere. Alright. More like Mario Ponder. It does make me think sometimes. It's a real thinking man's game. Okay, those are all one. Those are all oneers. Sixth place. Kirby Air Riders. Seventh place. Mario Kart World. And then the rest is just like... Holy fuck, it scared me. Single digit stuff. Thank you for staying. I'm glad you liked... I don't know what it is about this stream that's standing out to you. Oh, I did have something else I want to say, but let me finish this real quick. Remind me to say something. Say something. What?
Is this a bit?
Also, wait, we gotta fix that Forgotten Land thing. That Forgotten Land is also incorrect. You're using bits to say a joke. You already did this joke. You're pulling out your... We did this one already. I'm glad you're testing material here, but we've been over this. Okay, actually, how many hours have I played Kirby in the Forgotten Land? Because that was a mistake. Let's see here. Adding on to the 4 we already know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Okay, 28 plus 4. Okay, so that's actually higher. That's 32. Well, now we gotta move shit around. Or shift everything over left a little bit. Okay, then we put Animal Crossing back down here. In their individual placements. Okay, put that there. The rest is gonna be pretty simple. The rest is still unwritten. Hold on. Would you please feel the rain on your skin? Because no one else can feel it for you. Only you can let it in. No one else. Okay, And that should be 9, so we'll bump that. Oop, ganked that. Put that there, put that there. Would you just please feel the rain on your skin? God damn, dude. No one else can feel it for you. Sorry, that topic gets me really heated sometimes. We really spent 5 hours in Fast Fusion. It was a big weekend. All right, hold on. I'll read that in a second. I'm not looking at the screen right now. This better be worth it. What does it say? Sunday Funday material can be spammed because it's only 4 of us in there. Yeah, but have you not... Is this not one that you said on stream before, though? Okay, 11. Oh, fuck. I gotta bump that up. Hold on. Fuck, I'm running out of time now. I had so much time to do this, and now I'm running out of time to do... Okay, wait. I have the... Is it an announcement? I don't know if it's an announcement per se. Hold on, wait. Let me move these. 3 hours inside chilling by the fire. Okay, move that there. 3.5, 2.5. Okay, 3. Yeah, the rest of these are sub hour. Just trying to even the... Oh, wait, I had it there for a second. Okay, put that there. Put that there. I'm racing against the clock now. See, I work well under pressure. Sometimes. No one else can feel it for you. Only you can let it in. No one else can feel the rain on your skin. Alright, let's put... Okay, technically Survival Kids needs to be above chilling by the fire. We gotta get more fire in there. I spit fire like a heat more. You're a poniard, I'm a kingler. Exert my pressure, PP down, you're gonna need an ether. I'm like a Caesar. Physical... Okay, so the rest of these are... I see. That hour in Dear Me I Was that's completely lost because they fucking claimed the entire thing. Fuck you! Okay, put that there. Now it's coming together. Wait, fuck me. Hold on. Oh, I'm stupid! Hold on, wait. This was a terrible time to be doing this. Yes, I am doing this. Hold on. But once it's fixed, a fixed moment in time forever and always. I just want to save it so that we can... Hold on. We almost got it. This is almost perfect. Okay, we want these in order, right? So it started with a toke... Oh, wait, no. A little toke? What's wrong with a little toke? Oh, there's more bits! How do you have all these bits? How do I pump this stream up an hour more? You don't. It doesn't work like that. Alright, this is as even as it's going to get. Wait. Okay, save. Photoshop. Save. Hold on, it's saving. It's saving. Okay. Perfect. Permanent. This is the scoreboard. The order things are going, which means that I just yanked my headphone wire straight out. Animal Crossing now sits in 6th place. So if we want these to be even out, this is what we're working with. The 25, it's fucking off balance. Who cares? I did that very quickly. Here's what I wanted to say, right? I said before, hey, look, we have a follower goal. There's 900, now there's 917 on Twitch. TikTok has done this thing recently where it now just opts everyone in with AI remixing. But you can opt out of it individually with each video, which you can't even do anymore. And I tend not to worry about that shit normally because, you know, if someone wants to steal your shit to make it AI, they could just do that anyway. You know, people have been... AI is only stolen shit. You can't make anything with AI. It's all fucking theft. You're not original. You're a fucking loser if you use it. Anyway, because of that, I've elected to kind of just stop using TikTok altogether and just, you know, make the videos there and then just post them on Instagram. So I'm leaning more into Instagram this time. Anyway, if you aren't following BH Ultra Official on Instagram right now, I had an idea that right now there's 1,334 posts on it, but 1,232 posts. For whatever reason I care about symmetry, I wanted the follower number and the post number to be the same. So we need like 102 more followers on Instagram before I make another post. If you aren't following over there, consider it. And now we'll spend the last minute of this just staring at Igor Simp in front of the ocean. I have been your crack. Thank you for your time. Thank you, Igor Simp. Everyone say one nice thing about Igor Simp before we never see them ever again.